Hello guys. Here we have a Dell laptop. Anyway, there's something strange here on this board. Whenever you try to go into Windows or to log into Windows, it doesn't allow you. You'll always encounter errors like a blue screen, or otherwise it's just gonna fail without any valid reason. I went through a board and I did a physical inspection, and then after that I realized that the problem was coming from one of the electrolytic capacitors there. It was faulty, so I had to remove that faulty capacitor, and I knew from the start. Anyway guys, when you are dealing with such a behavior, you have to check an output voltage there. If you have an oscilloscope, you can use it to check if you have proper voltage there on the output electrolytic capacitors near the CPU. So yeah, this was it. So what you do, you have to clean the I removed the capacitor, and I was left with this. I had to clean the board. I wiped, I removed everything, I cleaned the board, I prepared those pads. Yeah, that's what I did. And then after that, I was ready to use a week. You can use a week if you don't mind, to wipe some excess solder there to make it plain as possible, because when you are installing those SMD capacitors, you have to make sure that the board is clean. So this was the old one. Anyway, sorry I didn't show you. This was the old damaged one. Yeah, it came like this. There it was broken and rusted, so I had to remove it. Anyway, at first it wasn't like physically damaged, so after removing it, I was able to see that it was corroded and damaged, or otherwise you won't be able to tell, because yeah, as you can see, I zoomed in after removing it, and then eventually I was able to see that there was a corrosion there. So guys, I'm one more thing again. When you are repairing a board, you have to make sure that you do a physical inspection, because some of the stuff you'll be able to detect using your own eyes. You don't have to take any measurements. You will be able to see everything clean and clear as possible. Yeah, and a week, it works well for me. It's I use it a lot. Yeah. So guys, this is how you replace, this is how you install those SMD electrolytic capacitors. You have to clean the board, make sure the pads are plain and neat as possible, and then you can go ahead, try to align it proper. Here I had an option to use a soldering paste, or otherwise use a soldering wire. So but anyway, I chose to work with a soldering wire. I was impressed anyway, although I was using a big wire, but it came nice. I can say it came up nice. I didn't have any issues. Yeah, we have to solder on both sides. Even the other side, I used a soldering wire, and I tried to connect it as possible. Yeah, after that, I think I was done. It was soldered proper and fixed. I was so happy. You see guys, let me explain this again. If you are encountering such issues where the laptop doesn't load an operating system, you can't install any operating system, you have to check the output there on the CPU. I know for sure you'll have like less than 1 volts, but make sure that the thing is clean as possible. You can check your output capacitors, make sure they are working 100%, or otherwise you won't be able to solve this issue. So anyway, this is how I solved my problem with this Dell. Don't forget to press and share my videos. Press the subscribe button. Don't forget to share my videos. Sharp.